Hello, this is Darius Smith, a student at Savannah State University. I am currently a senior, and this is my sales 1 minute number 2. In sales minute number 2, we will talk about the skills that every salesperson should master. These are the skills that every salesperson should master. Understanding what the buyer wants. That also includes with connecting with the buyer. If you cannot connect with the buyer, then you're not a successful salesperson. You act on what the consumer is saying. If you act on what they're saying, that means you have listening skills. Listening skills is a very important step when you're trying to master your salesperson skills. Sales efficient over the phone. Most inside salesperson will use calls on the phone to try to get sales. They need to know how to master that. Always have a good appearance, no matter if it's inside sales nor outside sales. Must always have a business professional appearance. And also have 100% of the product knowledge. Next, we're going to talk about understanding what the buyer wants. The buyer already has a set of expectations before you guys even have a conversation about the said product or services. It is up to you to succeed those expectations. If you cannot exceed those expectations, then you don't understand what the buyer wants. He won't have the same experience that he was already assuming that he was going to have when you guys first started. And that comes with the connecting with the buyer. It's key when trying to become a salesperson, because if you cannot connect with the buyer, then you cannot succeed the buyer's needs. Now we're going to talk about acting on what the customer is saying. Listening is key when you're trying to be a salesperson. If you have a hard time of listening and following instructions, this probably wouldn't be a field for you. The best salesperson takes action based on what they hear from the customer. Just hearing what the customer is saying is not good enough. You need to hear it, then act. You need to focus on what the buyer just said and then do something about it. Take action. So if the customer wants 15 units, give them 15 units, but also try to include more. See what the customer needs. If you fulfill their needs, then you did a successful job as being a salesperson. Next, we're going to talk about selling effectively over the phone. To be a successful salesperson, you must know how to catch the tone of the buyer's voice and during the conversation to determine what the customer needs. It's the difference between an inside salesperson and an outside salesperson. The inside salesperson must know, has to still treat the sale as if it's face-to-face. And learning face-to-face sales way before you get to inside sales is the best training for a salesperson. Now, in sales, having a good appearance is a major thing about in sales, because no one wants to purchase a product from someone that has baggy pants and a big unscruffy beard. Appearances is everything. You must be well groomed, dress business professional, and always look clean. This will always let people, you must have a likable face or a likable voice. So when people hear your voice or see yourself, they automatically like you. Because if they don't like you, then they won't buy anything from you. Now, this is a very important slide. Product knowledge. If you don't know your product and you're a salesperson and someone has a question about the product, then you won't know how to answer their question. You'll probably follow off the call and send it to someone else, and that's unacceptable. When you focus on the product first before making your calls, this helps you answer difficult questions. It helps build trust, and it helps you make a last-minute impression, or in the beginning and the end, which matters. So if you need to know the product. If you're selling iPhones and if you don't know anything about the iPhone, you probably need to look through research. Purchase the iPhone. Do research about the iPhone before you go out and try to sell the iPhone, because it won't look it won't look good on you if you're just talking and then you have no idea what the product is about. All right, this is the end of our presentation. This is Sales Minute Volume 2. My name is Darius Smith, and thank you.